Hi guys, and welcome back to another gabscrypto video where we trade by data and not by hype. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out daily technical analysis like this. So hi guys, and welcome to another gabscrypto 101. Actually hindi siya 101, live siya pala ngayon. So today we're going to have a Bitcoin on track watch party. So we will dive deep into the Bitcoin price. We'll also take a look into different altcoins and then babasahin natin yung mga inyong suggested altcoins na pwede natin tingnan. And of course, bigyan natin kayo ng mga insights sa recent movement ng market as a whole. So yeah, if you find this video useful and informative guys, please give this video a like. And if you want to see more contents like this, just hit the subscribe button down below guys. So now let's dive into this video first. So let's move on to the Bitcoin price first. So for the Bitcoin price right now, ang previous signal ko sa inyo was actually this. If you're going to look in the early time frame, let's look at the early time frame. You would actually see na meron tayong resistance forming in the Bitcoin price at the 46.7k. And look at that. Sabi natin, yung movement na to, it will either break to the upside or it will either get some consolidation. And look at that. Nakuha natin yung bullish scenario which is it broke to the upside. So this means na healthy ating movement natin ngayon for Bitcoin. So it could either consolidate dito in the short term, but take note, this is for the short term and somehow possible na siguro mag-stay muna tayo dyan just for us to catch up with the 20 moving average, especially sa 4-hour time frame. Kasi if you're going to look at this in the 4-hour time frame, yung 20 moving average natin medyo malayo. So it's either na magpapahinga muna si Bitcoin dito sa area na yan para makuha nyo yung 20 moving average. So, yun yung magiging movement natin for the Bitcoin price in the short term. So, sa ngayon, I believe na kailangan mo maging patient ngayon sa Bitcoin price kasi especially sa ganitong time frame which is yung 4-hour time frame, tas kailangan nyo humabol yung 20 moving average, kailangan talaga maging sobrang patient ka sa magiging movement ni Bitcoin. Ngayon, ano ba yung kailangan din natin tingnan dito? So, the other thing na kailangan din natin tingnan is also yung kanyang daily time frame. So let's look at the daily time frame. Kasi if you're going to look at the daily time frame, you would also notice na meron tayong increasing Bitcoin price. So yun, tumataas yung Bitcoin price. But take note of the RSI. You would actually notice na yung RSI natin is currently declining. So a declining RSI would signify na we are actually seeing a possible bearish divergence or a possible trend reversal. So at some point dito sa movement natin, possible na makuha tayo ng dump or somehow resistance. So it's either na mag-reject tayo dyan or somehow pwede din mag-consolidate pa tayo dito further. So it's either isa lang dun sa mga possible na scenarios na yon. Pero may bullish scenario ba tayo dyan? Yes, meron. Ang bullish scenario natin is if na-break natin itong resistance na nag-form in all time frames. So you could actually see this in the daily time frame. You would also see this in the 4-hour time frame. And also, you would see that in the hourly time frame. So, kitang-kita mo siya sa lahat ng time frame. But, other than that, if you're going to look at this in the 4-hour time frame, you would actually notice na it's starting to look like a rising wedge. And this is a bad news guys kasi traditionally a rising wedge is a bearish pattern to the downside. So if we are going to see this play out, then a rising wedge would somehow play like this. And then if nag-break siya to the downside, possible na bumagsak siya pabalik dito sa ating bottom of the wedge. So yun yung possible na pwedeng mangyari dito sa ating rising wedge. Pero take note, ito yung kailangan nyo din intindihin, some bearish patterns can be bullish if we are in a bull trend. So right now, we are currently in a bull trend and we are not on a downtrend. So possible na mag-flip bullish to. So in that case, what would be the bullish scenario for this movement? Well, the bullish scenario for this movement is by actually getting the height of this rising wedge and then lagyan natin siya sa possible point of breakout. So pag nilagay natin siya sa possible point of breakout, then our next technical target would actually be the 54.4k area. So right now, ang next target natin dito is the 54.4k area if na-break natin siya to the upside. Pero, that is following this rising wedge. So, if na-break na natin yung rising wedge to the upside, and if na-break natin itong strong resistance na nag-form ngayon dito kay Bitcoin price. So, yun yung isang technical target natin which is yung 54.4k. Ano pa ba isang technical target natin? Well, the other target is also this 51,000 US dollars. Kasi if you're going to look closely sa Bitcoin price, the 51,000 US dollars is actually the next Fibonacci resistance. So, possible na mag-consolidate tayo dyan and mag-pump and makontinue natin yung resistance nito kay Bitcoin price and still makontinue pa din yung bearish divergence. That is possible. Pero, yeah, ang pinakang technical target talaga natin ngayon currently is the 51,000 US dollars. And if hindi natin na-sustain yung 46.7K, take note, if hindi natin ito na-sustain, possible na mag-throwback tayo to the downside at lalong mag-decline si Bitcoin. Or let's say hindi natin na-sustain yung ating movement dito sa rising wedge, possible na mag-decline na siya and get some support dito sa mga areas na yan. So ngayon, ano ba yung next na kailangan natin alamin dito sa Bitcoin price? So, ang next na kailangan nyo alamin is, what if nag-break siya to the downside? Then ano dapat yung magiging game plan natin dito? Well, ang strategy natin dito is, first of all, if nag-break dito, kailangan natin ng 4-hour candle close below this rising wedge. So remember, kailangan nyo ng candle close below, kailangan nyo ng volume, yung volume niya dapat mas pataas yung sell volume niya than the previous volume dito sa ating Bitcoin price. At kung may volume tayo, then we can confirm na we can go down to our target, which is the bottom of the wedge, and that is around the 38,000 US dollars. So 38,000 US dollars ang technical target itong bearish scenario for the rising wedge. So 38,000 yun yung kailangan nyo alamin. And also, if wala siyang, let's say hindi tayo nakuha ng volume dyan, then of course, ang next technical target natin would be the different support areas. So, lagyan natin yung mga support areas na kailangan natin tingnan. So, you would try to put as much as possible more support areas dito kay Bitcoin price. So, if wala tayong volume na nakita dito, then we might possibly see a major support dito sa mga areas na yan. First is the 46.7K. Next is this area of 43,000.6K. And 42,000 US dollars. So, yun yung mga kailangan nyo i-watch out na area, 46.4, 43.6, and 42,000 US dollar if walang volume yung ating breakout. So yeah, nakikita ko yung mga comments nyo guys and marami sa inyo nag-suggest na iba't ibang altcoins. Papasadaanan natin yung mga altcoins after nitong Bitcoin price update. Kasi of course, remember, the whole crypto market is dependent on the Bitcoin price movement. And when we say dependent, hindi ibig sabihin na kailangan nyo sumabay sa pump. By dependent, ibig sabihin ng dependent is you need to follow the fundamentals of the Bitcoin dominance. And with that being said, let's understand the Bitcoin dominance ngayon and ano ba yung update niya for the Bitcoin dominance para mag-head in tayo sa altcoins natin. So, for the Bitcoin dominance, before the Bitcoin dominance, you need to understand first na in order for altcoins to pump, kailangan natin mag-consolidate si Bitcoin. Pag nag-consolidate si Bitcoin, dyan natin makita yung pump ng altcoins. So, yung mga areas na to, yung area na yan, those similar areas na yan, dyan nagpa-pump yung altcoins. Kaya nakita nyo si Cardano nag-pump, nakita nyo si nakita nyo si Axie Infinity nag-pump dito sa area na to. Nakita nyo din si BNB, si Ethereum, almost large cap coins ang nagpa-pump dito sa area na yan. Pag si Bitcoin ay nagko-consolidate. So, yun yung kagandahan ng understanding the movement na Bitcoin. So yeah, ngayon alam natin yung kanyang possible na kailangan natin ngayon alam natin yung dapat mangyari with the Bitcoin price. Let's now move on to the Bitcoin dominance. So let's look at the Bitcoin dominance and get you an update on what is the market doing. So right now, the Bitcoin dominance is currently declining, but as of now, in this 4-hour candle, yung current 4-hour candle nakaka-open lang, the Bitcoin dominance is currently in a green candle. But if you're going to look at this further, you would actually notice na we are actually trying to break down. So we are actually in an altcoin season right now for the Bitcoin, for the whole crypto market. So in that case, nakikita nyo nag-pump yung mga iba't ibang large cap coins. So kung natandaan yung previous video natin isang beses na ano ba yung mga coins na mag-pump. First of all, Bitcoin yung mag-pump. After ng pump ni Bitcoin, susunod yung large cap coins, and then mid cap coins, and then low cap coins. So tapos na si Bitcoin mag-pump. So right now, ang nagpa-pump ngayon is yung mga large cap coins. Large cap coins include Cardano, Ethereum, and yung mga iba't ibang BNB, iba't ibang top 10 coins. Lakasan daw yung volume. Sige, try ko lakasan. Hello? Hello? Ayan, sana mas malakas yung audio nito, guys. Sound check. Hello? Yan. Hopefully, mas rinig nyo na to, guys. So, yeah. Right now, we are in an altcoin season for the Bitcoin, for the whole crypto market. And yeah, if lalo pang mag-decline to, as long as the dominance is declining, then I believe mas lalo magpa-pump yung mga altcoins pa. So with that being said, let's now look into an altcoin, the different altcoins natin. So let's start first with Ethereum. So for Ethereum, pretty much the same pa din tayo. Ang technical target talaga natin for Ethereum is the $3,350. Ang problem is, hindi natin naabutan yung pinakang target niya. So, possible na magko-consolidate pa din tayo kay Ethereum dito kasi if you're going to look at this, meron tayong actually nag-start mag-form ng possible bearish cross dito sa ating MACD. So, possible na mag-consolidate pa tayo dito lalo kay Ethereum. Not unless siguro mag-pump si Bitcoin. So, kailangan mag-pump si Bitcoin habang nagde-decline si Bitcoin dominance para mag-pump si Ethereum. So, yun yung kailangan nyo tingnan dito, guys, or kailangan nyo i-follow for the Ethereum price action. But yeah, ang next target natin for Ethereum is actually this $3,350. So, yun yung kailangan nyo i-watch out, guys. Yung mga nagpa-follow sa Ethereum ngayon. Ako, especially ako, mas marami yung Ethereum ko. Di ko mag-gets kung downtrend ba talaga or bull. Ito kasi, remember, iba ang Bitcoin sa Bitcoin dominance ha, kasi baka mamaya may nalilito dyan sa inyo. Ang Bitcoin, ibig sabihin ng Bitcoin is yung price ni Bitcoin as compared to the US dollar. So, Bitcoin, yun yung hawak talaga natin na Bitcoin. Pero, ano ba yung Bitcoin dominance? Bitcoin dominance is yung comparison ni Bitcoin compared to altcoins. So, kung ito yung performance ni Bitcoin, kung sino mas malakas, si Bitcoin ba or si altcoins? If pataas si Bitcoin dominance, ibig sabihin, mas lalakas si Bitcoin kaysa sa altcoins. Pero pag pababa ang Bitcoin dominance, ibig sabihin nun, mas lalakas ang altcoins kaysa kay Bitcoin. So ngayon, dapat maging downtrend to para umakyat lahat ng altcoins. Hindi ibig sabihin na nagde-decline to, ibig sabihin na downtrend tayo ngayon. Ibig sabihin nito, pag nagda-downtrend si Bitcoin dominance, mas healthy ang altcoins natin. So, just to clear that one out, kasi baka may malito pa sa inyo na bakit kayo nakita ng downtrend sa dominance. Ibig sabihin ba nun downtrend tayo? No, hindi ganun yung case. Bitcoin dominance is just the basis for the performance of Bitcoin as compared to altcoins. Declining dominance means healthy altcoins and increasing dominance means healthy si Bitcoin. So, yun yung kailangan nyo tindaan dito. So, yeah. Balik tayo kay Ethereum. So, yun lang tayo so far kay Ethereum. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. So, for the 4-hour time frame, basically, actually pretty much the same pa din tayo for the whole movement. Pero, let's try to zoom out. Kasi if we're going to zoom out, I think we're starting to form this rising channel. Let's try to draw the rising channel dito kay Ethereum. So, ayun, makita mo na may rising channel tayo ngayon kay Ethereum. So, possible na mag-pump dump tayo kay Ethereum in the coming days. So, I believe na pwedeng maging movement ni Ethereum is ganyan in the coming days. So, watch out lang kayo dito kay Ethereum. I think na magkakaroon siya ng pullback and then ng pump. So, it's either you wait for a pullback when entering Ethereum before you invest. Pero yeah, yun yung kailangan nyo i-watch out ngayon for Ethereum. And yeah, not much. 3,350 pa din yung ating next target. And then, ano ba mangyayari if na-break natin yung $3,350? Then, our next technical target is actually the 3.5K. 3.5K is our next target if na-break natin yung $3,350. So yeah, that's for Ethereum. Now, let's move on to BNB. So for BNB, yung previous update ko dito is, ang technical target is still the $455 from this descending triangle. And then, our next resistance is the $429. So yun yung kailangan nyo watch out dito, 429. If na-break natin si 429, then our next target if na-break natin si 429 is the $455. So, yun yung kailangan nyo i-watch out kay BNB. And, so far, malapit na tayo dun. So far, so good. Hindi pa overbought si BNB if you're going to look at the RSI. So, yun yung kailangan nyo tingnan dito for BNB. Saan ba maganda mag-entry kay BNB? Of course, ang pinakang best entry kay BNB is pag nag-drop si BNB sa kanyang 20 moving average in the 4-hour time frame. So, ito yung general rule ko dito sa inyo, guys. Sa lahat ng altcoins, ang pinakang best re-entry point nyo palagi is the 20 moving average in the 4-hour time frame. So, just open the 4-hour time frame and then select the 20 moving average. Makikita mo na yung 20 moving average yung pinakang best. Pero nakikita ko pa yung comments nyo. Ayan, okay na ba guys? Hopefully yan okay na. Pero yeah, let's go back here with our Cardano price action. So for our Cardano, ang ating technical target na meetan natin exactly as predicted, which is the 2.15 US dollar. Right now, overbought pa din tayo. If masustain natin si Cardano above this area of 2.15, then our next technical target is actually the 2.46 US dollars na. Wala na tayong ibang resistance na pwedeng tingnan for Cardano other than the previous all-time high. So yun yung kailangan nyo tingnan ngayon. If you want to, if may mga iba gusto pa humabol sa Cardano, ako I highly suggest na hindi na. Huwag na kayo masyado maghabol sa Cardano. Humabol na lang kayo sa ibang coins na magisimula pa lang mag-pump. Kasi yung mga, more often, yung mga naghahabol sa pump ng mga ganito, possible na anytime soon magkakaroon siya ng pullback. So, if I were you, kahit umakit pa siya na umakit dire-diretso dito, kayo, kung gusto nyo humabol, okay lang. Pero, high risk siya, guys. So, if I were you, it's better na mag-enter kayo sa mga smaller, yung mga hindi pa nagpa-pump talaga. Kasi look at this. If sinabayan mo tong pump na to, that's only 12% na pump. As compared dun sa sasabayan mo yung pinakang nasa baba pa lang, like halfway point pa lang. Pag sinabayan mo yung hindi pa nagpa-pump talaga or like nasa gitna pala ng pump, tingnan mo, 32% as compared kay Cardano na 12% lang. So, that's why I highly suggest na if you want to enter into any altcoins, hanap kayo namang coins na mag-enter pa lang ng kanyang move. So, yeah, ang best entry point palagi is the 20 moving average in the 4-hour time frame. So, kung gusto nyo mag-enter ng kahit anong coins, abangan nyo siya mag-pull back to the 20 moving average in the 4-hour time frame. So, yeah, now let's go back. So, yeah, that's Cardano for the short term. So, ayaw ko muna magbigay ng ibang target for Cardano. Though, possible pa, of course, aakit pa si Cardano. Ang pinakang maximum natin dito right now for Cardano is $7 dito kay Cardano. Yung pinakang maximum top natin kay Cardano. So, yeah, malayo-layo pa yung pwede nating abutin kay Cardano. Pero, I highly suggest na take milestone one step at a time rather than abangan yung pinakang top. Kasi at some point, of course, every way, along the way, lagi tayo magkakaroon ng correction in this movement. So yeah, that's for Cardano and not much to talk about other than na overbought siya. Wait for a pullback. If you want to enter Cardano, 20 moving average yung kailangan nyo tingnan. Yung buy order ko, nakaset pa din sa 1.6. Hindi ko na siya gagalawin kahit ano mangyari. So now, let's move on to SLP naman. So for SLP, pretty much the same pa din yung sinabi ko sa inyo dati. So ang sabi ko sa inyo previously kay SLP is, you need to watch out for the 100 moving average sa 4-hour time frame. Kasi, if na-break natin yung 100 moving average in the 4-hour time frame, doon lang tayo mag-flip bullish kay SLP. Sa ngayon, hindi pa natin siya na-break. So, ayan no. Wala pang breakout. So, this means na hindi pa tayo bullish kay SLP. So, possible pa na mag-consolidate pa tayo further kay SLP. It's also a good time to re-enter SLP kasi, of course, consolidation. Pero, yeah. Possible na pag nag-touch tayo dyan, pwede tayo ma-reject kay SLP. And our technical target for this movement is actually itong target na to, which is yung 15 cents. So, if na-reject tayo ng 100 moving average ni SLP, pwede tayo mag-decline pa further. Pwede mag-decline yan further if na-reject tayo dyan. Pero ang kailangan mangyari is, if nag-touch yan, it's either it's going to pump or it's going to break down. Either sa dalawa lang na yun. So, yun yung kailangan nyo tingnan. May nag-comment, paano nyo sir nasabi na 4-hour time frame, nang kailangan nyo tingnan yung 4-hour time frame na 100 moving average? Kasi, you need to follow the historical data. Ako, ang basis ko palagi historical data. Let's look at the historical data. Bakit ba natin siya sinasabi na kailangan sa 100 moving average? Kasi, if you're going to look at the historical data, the 100 moving average is always a support na yun yung magiging support natin sa ating bull trend. Doon tayo more likely magka-pump dito kay SLP. And, look at that. Yung 100 moving average yung nagiging way natin kung saan tayo nagkakaroon ng support. And look at this. Nung previous time, around 2020, kita mo, itong 100 moving average, dyan tayo nagkakaroon ng resistance. hindi pa tayo nagbo-bull trend kay SLP pag hindi natin na-break yung 100 moving average on historical data. So, remember, ang basis natin dito is the historical data and yung hindi tayo masyado nag-iisip ng iba pang underlying factors, pero for this moment, databases tayo. Remember na we trade by the data dito sa ating channel. So, yeah, historical data, kailangan niya ma-break muna yung 100 moving average in order for SLP to pump. And look at that. Noong na-break natin yung 100 moving average, doon tayo nag-pump kay SLP. So this would mean na the best time for SLP to pump is if either ma-break natin itong 100 moving average or somehow consolidate pa tayo with the 100 moving average. Pero yun nga, since right now the 100 moving average is acting as a resistance, possible na mag-decline si SLP if na-touch natin yan. So right now, ang kailangan nyo tingnan is if pag nag-touch ba si SLP sa 100 moving average, mag-pump ba siya o mag-decline? Yun yung kailangan nyo tingnan ngayon, guys, dito kay SLP. So, yeah, that's for SLP. Let's also look against the Ethereum chart. Yun, guys. So, yeah. May iba sa inyo nakaalam na naka-PLDC ako. Oo nga eh. Pero ito, since we're back now and yeah, ang kailangan nyo tingnan for SLP against the Ethereum chart is this 200 moving average. So, ngayon, yung 200 moving average is yung kailangan natin i-break in order for SLP to feel bullish kasi historical data, if you're going to look at historical data, bullish tayo kay SLP if we are above the 200 moving average against the Ethereum chart. So, Ethereum chart, kailangan na sa taas si SLP ng 200 moving average in the hourly. So, right now, if you're going to look at this latest action, na-reject si SLP ng 200 moving average against Ethereum. So, right now, hindi pa tayo bullish kay SLP. So, it's either na pwede pa tayo mag-decline pa once nag-touch. Pero right now, kailangan nyo i-watch out kay SLP is kailangan niya mag-touch dito at ma-break yung kanyang 200 moving average in the Ethereum chart in the early time frame. So, yeah, yun yung kailangan nyo tingnan ngayon dito kay SLP against Ethereum. So, I highly suggest na if you want to follow SLP, you need to follow their moving averages kasi yun yung magde-determine kung bullish na ba tayo or bearish kay SLP. So now, yun yung ating update for SLP. Now, let's move on to Axie Infinity. Remember guys, dadaanan din natin yung iba't ibang altcoins mamaya. Tapusin natin yung lagi natin ina-update. So for Axie Infinity, yung previous update ko dito is I expect more consolidation dito. At bakit ba natin sinasabi yun? Kasi if you're going to look at the 100 moving average and the 20 moving average. Ito, historical data suggests na pag nagkakaroon tayo ng touch within the 100 moving average, if natatouch yung 100 moving average, doon tayo makita ng bull trend kay Axie Infinity. So, ayun, touch once, nag-bull trend. Touch twice, bull trend. Touch thrice, bull trend ulit. So, itong third, nakuha natin to exactly. Nung huling video, nakita nyo yun guys, diba? Nung nag-pump tayo doon. So, yeah, this would mean na ang ganda ng pump natin if ever na magkakaroon tayo ng consolidation and nagto-touch sa 100 moving average. So right now, I'm expecting more consolidation kay Axie Infinity or possible na mag-decline siya. So ang kailangan nyo tingnan ngayon is the 100 moving average for Axie Infinity in the 4-hour time frame. So wala na tayong ibang kailangan tingnan dyan other than the 100 moving average. And yeah, downtrend pa din tayo. Right, downtrend yung ating MACD. RSI is not overbought, so hindi naman siya good selling opportunity, hindi rin good buying opportunity. Consolidation yung more likely nakikita natin dito kay Axie Infinity. So historical databases tayo dito. Kailangan nyo abangan yung 100 moving average in order for Axie Infinity to pump ulit. So last time nabutan natin to, and congrats kung nabutan nyo yung video natin na sinasabi na magta-touch na si Axie Infinity sa 100 moving average, mag-ready na kayo sa pump. And sa mga nakanood nun, congrats sa inyo sa mga nakasabay doon. So yeah, right now, wala pa tayong ina-expect na pump for Axie Infinity, not unless ma-touch natin yung 100 moving average, just like in any historical data. So yeah, now let's move on to altcoins na sa mga sinasuggest nyo. So may nakita ko VChain. Sige, start tayo with VChain. So for Ayan guys, meron na ba ulit? Nirestart ko na yung wifi ko just in case na ano. Comment down kayo guys kung nakikita nyo na ulit yung stream. So yeah, now let's dive back to this video. So let's go back to the 4-hour time frame and look at the 200 moving average dito kay VChain. So yan, nirestart ko na yung wifi ko guys dito para kahit paano hindi na umulit yung ating nawawalang internet. Pero yeah, ayan. So for VChain, yung previous analysis ko dun sa inyo guys is, 'di ba? Magiging bullish if we are above the 200 moving average kay VChain. It means na we are in a long-term bull market for VChain. So right now, VChain is actually above the 200 moving average. So this would mean na we are now in a long-term bull market kay VChain. Ngayon, may kailangan ba ngayon kayong tingnan na targets dito? Well, to understand our next movement for VChain, we need to look for this Fibonacci retracement. So for this Fibonacci plot line ng Fibonacci from the previous high to the lowest low. So right now, ang next target natin for VChain is actually this 13 cents area. So 13 cents yung ating next target for VChain. So 13 roughly around 14 cents na actually. Pero 0.13985 around that area. So yun yung kailangan nyo tingnan dito for VChain. And yeah. Actually, yun lang muna for now for VChain. As you can see na itong Fibonacci retracement natin, nag-a-act as support siya previously nung nagkaroon ng somehow ng correction. But right now for VChain, lagyan natin to 0.139 yung target natin for VChain. Lagyan natin lang siya ng horizontal line. So for 0.139, and if ever na mag-decline tayo kay VChain, let's look at the 20 moving average. Kasi 20 moving average is also a good support for a re-entry. So ito, good re-entry yung 20 moving average. So if you want to re-enter VChain, I highly suggest na you watch out for the 20 moving average in the short term. Pero, yun ba yung best entry opportunity natin for VChain? I don't think so. The best opportunity para mag-enter kay VChain is actually, if ever na mag-dip si Bitcoin, let's say nag-decline dito si Bitcoin sa ating bigger time frame. Let's say nakuha natin yung massive dump kay Bitcoin. Pag nag-dip si Bitcoin, of course, magde-dip si VChain. And of course, pag nag-dip si VChain, it would more likely go to the 200 moving average ulit. So, 200 moving average. So, in that case, I highly suggest na abangan nyo mag-dip si Bitcoin. Kasi pag nag-dip si Bitcoin, madadamay si VChain pababa at mahahatak siya papunta dito sa 200 moving average. And of course, the 200 moving average would be the best re-entry nito for VChain. If wala pa kayong position kay VChain. Pero right now, if may VChain kayo, hodl muna kayo kay VChain. And yeah, 13.139 cents area yung ating next target natin dito kay VChain. So, yeah. So far, so good tayo kay VChain. And for the long term, I expect more bullish move pa din kay VChain kasi we are above the 200 moving average. And of course, we are in a long-term bull market na for VChain. How to know the 100 moving average pattern? Well, what you have to do is just go back in the data. Scroll back lang, look back, and look at different data points kung saan siya nagkakaroon ng bounce. Yun yung magiging way of understanding mo kung saan tayo, ano indicator yung gagamitin natin kung saan tayo makuha ng bounce or support or magpa-pump. Historical databases lang talaga dito, guys. So, ganun yung way in how you navigate the market and how you use the moving average. So yeah, that's for VChain. And guys, if you want to support the channel, you can also leave a donation dito by clicking the dollar sign dyan sa YouTube Super Chat. May YouTube Super Chat dollar sign dyan sa baba. You can leave a donation if you want to support the channel. And also, if you want to see more contents like this, just hit the subscribe button, guys. Now, let's look at other coins. May nakita ko Matic. Sige, let's look on Matic. Let's look at Matic and tingnan natin siya. Oh, nag-alarm yung phone ko. Nag 2.21 daw si Cardano, pero sa crypto.com chart siya, I think, kasi hindi pa nag 2.21 dito sa Binance charts eh. Pero yeah, let's go back to Matic. So yeah, so for Matic, since we are getting this healthy pullback na, let's try to draw a Fibonacci retracement dito kay Matic. So Fibonacci retracement, and then sa lowest low, tingnan natin yung kanya next target. So right now, we are breaking resistance from the Matic movement. So ang next technical target natin for Matic is actually the 1.66 US dollar area. So $1.66 area ang next target natin for Matic. And of course, we are now also in a long-term bull trend kasi look at this log chart. If we are above the 200 moving average, that means na we are in a long-term bull market. So right now, we are above the 200, so long-term bull market din tayo kay Matic. So 1.6 ang kailangan nyo tingnan. If you want to re-enter Matic, I highly suggest follow nyo yung 20 moving average in the 4-hour time frame. If mag-drop siya dun sa 20 moving average, yun yung best buy. Kasi look at this. Sa data niya, 20 moving average, 20 moving average, 20 moving average. And if you're going to look at the previous bull trend, especially dito, look at this. 20 moving average yung best re-entry point palagi kay Matic. So if you want to re-enter Matic talaga, if gusto nyo humabol kay Matic, 20 moving average in the 4-hour time frame yung kailangan nyo tingnan for the Matic price action. So 1.6 yung ating next target natin for Matic, 1.66. And kailangan niya mag-sustain yung levels between, kailangan niya mag-sustain yung $1.41 level. Kasi kung hindi natin na-sustain yung 1.41, then possible na mag-decline siya. Pero possible din na consolidate dito para mahabol natin yung 50 moving average. Pero I don't think so na kailangan niya gawin yun. As long as ma-sustain lang natin yung 1.41, then I think that's a good area na for Matic. So 1.66 yung kailangan nyo tingnan for Matic. Now, let's look at XRP. May nagkasuggest sa inyo yun na XRP. Sige, pasadaan natin si XRP. So, right now, for XRP, let's draw a new Fibonacci retracement. Kasi outdated din Fibonacci retracement natin dito. So, ito. Draw tayo ng Fibonacci. From the previous high to the lowest low. And then there. Actually, malapit na tayo mahit sa resistance ni Fibonacci. So, our next Fibonacci resistance is actually the 1.23 US dollar target. So, 1.23 US dollars ang technical target natin ngayon kay XRP. So, possible na doon tayo magkaroon ng resistance. Pero pwede din mag-consolidate tayo dito further. So, ang best re-entry point right now for XRP is actually the 1.06 US dollar area. So, kung gusto nyo mabul kay XRP, 1.06 yung kailangan yung habulin. And yeah, unlayan na natin sa 20 moving average sa ating 4-hour time frame. So, 20 moving average yung best way to enter. And overbought na din tayo kay XRP. So, kung gusto nyo talaga humabol, I highly suggest na abangan nyo yung $1.06 area. Kung yun yung, I think, na okay na re-entry point. Thanks Ozone TV for the donation. Sir, pa XRP naman po. Ito na actually XRP. And yeah. So, 1.23 US dollars ang target natin. Fibonacci target natin for XRP. And yeah, actually yun lang naman so far for XRP. Overbought siya, so kung gusto nyo humabol, medyo delikado. And nag-start na tayo mag-form ng bearish divergence. So, ayun no, increasing price. Declining RSI. So, this would mean na we are actually starting to form a bearish divergence with the XRP price action. So, possible na mag-decline siya if hindi natin masustain to. So, yun yung kailangan nyo tingnan for XRP. Though pwede pa din siya umakyat at maabutan natin yung 1.23 kasi pwede maging movement is somehow magpo-pull back, humabol sa 20 moving average, and then possible na mag-pump. So, of course, 20 moving average din yung kailangan nyo tingnan. Pero sobrang far off na natin sa 20 moving average. So, I believe 1.06 yung kailangan nyo tingnan for XRP. So, yeah, that's for XRP. Let's also look at other coins. Sige, let's look at Wink. So guys, if you want to buy shawarma, you can actually buy shawarma dun sa link down below, sa description down below. May Middle Eastern shawarma na binebenta yung aking sponsor, and if you want to buy shawarma from them, I highly suggest na try nyo yung shawarma nila kasi masarap, guys. You can actually find that in the description down below kung gusto nyo bumili. So click nyo lang yun, guys, if you want to buy shawarma. So yeah, plug lang sa kanila. And then yeah, for Wink, let's look at Wink. Ano ba yung ating update for Wink? So let's look at the logarithmic chart and understand the movement. Let's look at historical data. So Wink, it seems that na ang ating kailangan tingnan for Wink is, let's try to look at the 100 moving average. I think mas accurate yun. Yeah, actually, 100 moving average yung mas okay tingnan kay Wink. So, historical databases, 100 moving average ang ating, doon tayo more likely makakuha ng bull trend. If we are above the 100 moving average, yun yung bull trend natin for Wink. So, makita mo siya dyan. Bull trend tayo for Wink if we are above the 100 moving average. So, right now, we are above the 100 moving average. So, bull trend din tayo ngayon for Wink. Now, ano ba yung next target natin for Wink? So, to understand the next target, let's try to draw a Fibonacci retracement dito. So, Fibonacci retracement. Oops. From the highest high to the lowest low. So, right now, malapit na tayo sa isang major resistance kay Wink. So, you need to watch this $9 area, $9 area, 0.0009. So, kailangan nyo tingnan nyo kay Wink. Though possible na mag-consolidate tayo, pero if you're going to look at this in the shorter time frame, I think we are starting to form a rising wedge. Let's look at this in the hourly. Tingnan natin yung possible. Actually, hindi siya rising wedge kasi pwede din na rising wedge siya if you're going to follow the support and resistance. That's a rising wedge. So, pwede tayo mag-decline kay Wink to this area. Pero bullish scenario natin dyan. Tingnan natin yung bullish scenario. Mag-break to the upside. So, bullish scenario is this 0.009345 yung ating next target for a Wink if nag-break tayo to the upside. Pero if nag-break siya to the downside with volume, kailangan ng volume palagi. Ang next target natin dyan is the $6463 area. So, yun yung kailangan nyo tingnan dito sa ating movement kay Wink in the shorter time frame. Pero ang next resistance talaga natin is by following the 4-hour time frame. Yung ating area dito na pinakita, na wala yung Fibonacci retracement. Ipakita lang natin siya ulit. So for Wink, yun nga sinasabi ko, ang ating kailangan tingnan for Wink is the $907, $9078 area. Yun yung ating magiging resistance. Which actually, nagko-coincides din siya dito sa ating movement kay Wink, sa ating TA dito na rising wedge. So if nag-play out yung bullish scenario niya, then of course, yung resistance na pinakita natin kanina would be actually the same target na pwede nating maging technical target. Ayun na, basically. So, the $906 area dito kay Wink, yun yung kailangan nyo tingnan for Wink for the short term. And if you want to re-enter Wink, of course, 20 moving average pa din. Actually, good re-entry point din kahit paano kain kay Wink. Kasi look at this, 20 moving average, malapit-lapit tayo doon. So, I think it's also a good time to enter na din for Wink if gusto nyo umabol. Pero yung best re-entry point, ano ba yung best re-entry point? Meron kasi good time to buy and meron din best time to buy. Of course, the best time to buy would be the 50 moving average na hindi pa natin natatouch. So, if I were you, kung gusto mo pumasok kay Wink, partial buy ka lang dito. Tas yung kung gusto mo talaga mag-buy kapag nag-dip siya to the 50 moving average dito kay Wink. Pero sa ngayon, partial buy ka lang tingin kong pwede mong gawin dyan kasi this is a good re-entry point na din for Wink. Pero yeah, that's for Wink. Let's look at other analysis. Thanks Conrad De Leon for the donation. I highly appreciate that. Happy 10k subs, Sir Gab. Thank you. Happy 10k sa atin, guys. Himala, nag 10k tayo. Let's look at Harmony 1. Sige, let's look at Harmony 1. Ano ba yung Harmony 1 dito? Siya ba yung 1? Yeah. So for Harmony 1, let's look at the bigger time frame. Let's try to visualize yung historical data niya. So for historical data, 100 moving average. Yeah, 100 moving average ang basis natin dito. So right now we are above. Pero mukhang medyo mabagal yung galaw ni 1 ha, for me. Let's try to draw Fibonacci para malaman natin yung next target. So for this one action, highest high to the lowest low. Wow, actually maganda to actually. Hindi ko na-expect. Maganda pala yung movement ni Harmony 1 ngayon. So right now, tingnan natin to. Ang ganda ng bounce niya dito sa ating Fibonacci retracement. May dalawang bounce. So this would mean na may strong support tayo ngayon sa $0.08 area or 0.8 cents. 8 cents yung strong support natin right now kay Harmony 1. And kailangan natin ma-break itong resistance na to in order to flip bullish kay... Actually, bullish naman na tayo kay Harmony 1. Pero kailangan niya ma-break yung 10 cents area. Kasi kung na-break natin siya, ang next target natin kay Harmony 1 is actually this 11 cents area or 0.114. So, 0.114 target natin dito kay Harmony 1 if ma-break natin itong target na to. So, yeah, we could go higher pa din kay Harmony 1. And is it the best re-entry point? Hindi ko siya masasabi na best re-entry point. However, it's a good re-entry point na din kahit papano. So, maganda na din for me mag-enter dito for Harmony 1. If you are following Harmony 1 for the short term. So, ang technical target dito is the 11394. Provided that na hindi mag-decline si Bitcoin. And take note, updatean tayo kay Bitcoin. Nagpa-pump right now si Bitcoin for this short term. So, yeah, quick update lang. So, I think very healthy pa din tayo ngayon kay Bitcoin. Let's look at BNB. BNB is still pumping. Actually, pinaka-healthy dito sa atin ngayon si BNB. So, kaya ako fina-follow din si BNB dito recently. Mahit na natin yung target kay BNB exactly sa 429. Malapit-lapit na. Ethereum, ganun pa din. Not much. Cardano, we are actually now pumping. So, tandaan nyo, wala na tayong ibang resistance kay Cardano other than the all-time high which is the $2.46 area or 2.45. So, yun yung kailangan nyo ngayon tingnan kay Cardano. Pero yeah, tingin ko too late na to enter. Kung ako sa inyo, wag na kayo maghabol kahit may target tayo din kay Cardano. Ako hindi ako maghabol. Ako kasi meron ako hodl position kay Cardano. So, regardless kung mag-sell ako ng short-term trades ko, okay lang. Kasi meron pa din naman akong position na naka-long-term. So, okay lang naman na hindi ako makasabay sa pump ni Cardano. Kasi may position pa din naman ako regardless. So, yeah. That's RTA for Harmony 1. So far, so good tayo dito kay Harmony 1. Let's also look at different coins. Chainlink. Sige. Actually, maganda si Chainlink kasi ang dami ko nakitang positive reviews lately kay Chainlink sa kanyang movement. Pati mga kaibigan ko, sinasuggest nila yung Chainlink sa akin. Though gusto ko pumasok sa Chainlink, ang problem ko lang is hindi ako makafocus kasi marami na akong sinusundan na altcoins. So, hindi naman paramihan na ma-invest, guys. Ang mahalaga is ma-secure mo yung profits mo at yung capital mo. Yun yung important sa crypto market. Hindi mo kailangan palagi sumabay sa pump. Ang mahalaga is kailangan mo sumabay. Kailangan mo lang ma-secure yung capital and yung profits mo. So now let's look at Chainlink. Actually, may bull trend tayo for Chainlink. Let's try to hide other moving averages. I think 200 moving average yung okay dito. Well, actually, 100 moving average din pala. So, right now for Chainlink, we are actually pumping for Chainlink. Tingnan natin yung next target natin for Chainlink. Let's look at this Fibonacci din niya. So right now, puro Fibonacci tayo pag meron tayong retracement na na-form. So actually, mag-start na tayo mag-resist kay Chainlink anytime soon. So, I don't think na maganda humabol dito. Pero let's look at 20 moving average. Kakakit lang natin actually. So, it's not the best time to buy. Though good buy pa din siya kahit papano. Pero, I can say na best time to buy siya ngayon. Kasi, tingnan mo, malapit na ma-hit natin yung $28 resistance. $28.5 US dollar yung ating next resistance kay Chainlink, which is malapit-lapit na. And, yung kailangan nyo tingnan is the 20 moving average if you want to re-enter. Best re-entry niya ata siguro yung 50 moving average in the 4-hour time frame mo. Kasi, nung na-break natin yung ating 20 moving average to 4-hour time frame, ang naging support natin is actually around the 50 moving average. Especially dito sa current price action niya. Yung recent pump ni Chainlink is galing sa 50 moving average in the 4-hour time frame. So, 50 moving average yung best buying opportunity for VChain tuloy kay Link. So, yun yung kailangan nyo tingnan. Wow, Sophia, thanks for the donation. Ang laki naman nun. Thank you very much. Shout out to you, Sophia. Nagulat ako dun sa yung donation. So, yeah. For Chainlink din, guys. For Chainlink, ang strong support natin kay Chainlink is this 22.7 US dollar area. So, possible na mag-consolidate tayo dito sa area na yan. If ever na ma-reject tayo ng $28 area. So, yeah, $28 area. If na-break natin sa $28 area, ano yung next target natin? Well, ang next target natin dito is actually this $33 area for Chainlink. If na-break natin si $28. So, remember, $28.5 yung next target natin for Chainlink. And 33.1 yung ating next target if na-break natin itong 28.5. Is it a good time to enter? Hindi siya best buy. Definitely hindi siya best buy kasi above the moving averages. Pero yes, you could enter din, pero take note nga lang na medyo delikado yung move. Hindi naman delikado kasi hindi naman tayo overbought sa price niya. Pero hindi ko masasabi na best buy yan kasi there are better opportunities pa dyan kaysa dito sa paghahabol niyan kay Chainlink ngayon. So, another thing to consider, increasing price action and then declining RSI. So, that's a bearish divergence. So, possible na if ever na, siguro mauntog siya dyan sa 28.5, possible na ma-reject siya dyan. So, watch out for that. Yung bearish divergence na nag-form dito sa ating 4-hour time frame for Chainlink. Let's also look at different coins naman. Let's look at Shiba Inu. May nag-suggest Shiba Inu. Sige, let's look at SHIB. So, shoutout ulit sa'yo, Sophia, for that very big donation. Nagulat ako dun sa donation mo. Sobrang thankful ako dyan. Thanks. And happy 10K sa atin, guys. For SHIB. Actually, nag-form tayo ngayon kay SHIB ng latest support and resistance. So, ngayon, I think we are in a consolidation phase for SHIB. Kasi look at this. We are actually forming this very strong resistance kay SHIB. Ito. May resistance na kailangan ma-break ngayon si SHIB. And ito yung technical support natin ngayon kay Shiba Inu. So, right now, I think for Shiba Inu, good siya for short-term trade. So, if you want to follow Shiba Inu for the short term, I highly suggest na kailangan nyo tingnan itong resistance, which is this 932 area. $932 area yung kailangan nyo tingnan kay Shiba Inu. For the long term, I don't think na magwapump pa siya. Magwapump lang tayo kay Shiba Inu. If na-break natin itong 932 na may 4-hour candle close above this level. So right now, we are in a long-term consolidation phase for Shiba Inu. So if you want to invest in Shiba Inu, I think now is the best time to invest for Shiba Inu. Kasi possible na mag-consolidate pa siya dito for the long term. And I don't expect it to pump pa higher, not unless ma-break natin yung 935 area dito kay Shiba Inu. So yung may mga Shiba Inu dyan, I highly suggest na nasa long-term consolidation phase kayo. So if consolidation phase, ibig sabihin ng consolidation phase is magpa-pump and dump pa lang magpa-pump and dump pa lang yung coin in the coming months. So, wag ka muna mag-expect na pump dyan, not unless ma-break natin yung resistance. So, if ma-break natin si resistance na to, itong resistance na yan, ito, if na-break natin yan, then that's a very big opportunity for Shiba Inu. Pero right now, I think this is a good time na magbodega ka ng Shiba Inu. So remember, every time na nasa consolidation phase, that's a good time na magbodega for a coin. Kahit anong coin actually. Kung tatandaan mo si Bitcoin, let's look at Bitcoin nung nangyari yung kanyang consolidation phase. Kasi naalala nyo to, itong time na to. Diba sabi ko sa inyo dito guys, best buying opportunity to. Ako buy lang ako ng buy, sabi ko sa inyo, diba? Kahit bumagsak pa si Bitcoin nung time na to. Buy lang ako ng buy niyan kasi ang kailangan nyo intindihan dito guys is if a coin is in a consolidation phase, if a coin is in a consolidation phase, that's a good buying opportunity. Ngayon, Shiba Inu is right now in that same opportunity. I personally think that this consolidation phase is a good buying opportunity for Shiba Inu. If you want to enter for the long term, take note for the long term. So, in this case, ano ba yung pwede mong gawin sa ganyang movement? You could either trade the short-term movement. You could trade the short-term pump. So, pwede mo siyang, ang gawin dito is, mag-short-term trade ka up to this 935, 936 area dito kay Shiba Inu and then you could take profits at that. You could take partial profits just in case na mag-break siya. Kasi let's say nag-break nga siya. Then, dun tayo makita na massive pump kay Shiba Inu nga. Diba if na-break natin yan? Pero let's say hindi natin siya na-break. Then, if bumaba, mag-bodega ka lang ulit. Ganun lang palagi pag consolidation phase. So, yun yung kailangan nyo intindihin ngayon kay Shiba Inu. We are in a consolidation phase. So, long term, this is a good area. And actually, ang pinaka-magandang gawin mo dyan is to actually stake your Shiba Inu. So, for me, the best place to stake your coins is actually in crypto.com, crypto-earn. So, if you want to stake your crypto-earn, you could actually stake this coin. May nabasa lang ako ng comment. Pero yeah, if the best place to stake your coin is in crypto.com, kasi in crypto.com you could actually earn up to 8.5% per annum on coins and 14% on stable coins on interest per annum. So, yeah. For me, best place to stake doon. Actually, pakita ko sa inyo yung aking coins.ph ko, yung aking crypto.com ko ngayon. So, sa crypto.com ko, yung previously na $300 ko, ito na siya ngayon. Pakita ko lang sa inyo guys saglit. So, ito na siya. So, ito na siya ngayon. $858 na siya. So, from $300 naging $858. Ito yung crypto earn ko. So, and then daily, nag-earn ako ngayon. Hindi naman daily, weekly. I'm earning about 0.001 Ethereum per week. So, ito, makikita mo siya dito actually sa crypto earn. So, lalabas dito sa crypto earn nyo yung inyong naiipon na na interest. So, ayun per every week, meron akong free Ethereum dahil sa aking staking ko dito sa crypto earn. And that's 0.0001 Ethereum. So, that's roughly around 50 pesos per week na interest rate. And of course, that's in around, siguro, around $1 din halos or kalahating $. So, yeah, sobrang gusto ko yung staking dito kay Ethereum sa crypto.com kasi of course, you're earning that reward in Ethereum din. So, yeah. If you want to stake your coins, I highly suggest na try nyo yung crypto.com. And if you want to get up to $50 bonus kay crypto.com, you could actually use my code down below which is gabscrypto in staking. Ilang months mo po naipon yung itong nasa in $300 to 800. Nag-start ako noong July 21. So, ilang day na ba yun? Around 3 weeks na. 3 weeks pa lang ako gumagamit ng crypto.com. So, ang kagandahan ng staking, kasabay ng valuation ng coin, makukuha mo pa interest. So, take note, may interest ka na, may valuation ka pa ng coin. So, doble-doble yung iyong profits dito. So, that's why I prefer staking dito. May nagtatanong gaano po kalaki yung partial sa take gaano kalaki ang partial sa take partial profit. Okay. So itong concept ng partial profit. So take partial profit would mean na it's either depende sa'yo kung ano yung gusto mo mangyari. Pero ako, ang personal strategy ko, 20% yung take partial profit ko. So, kasi 'di ba sa Binance app, kung bubuksan mo si Binance app, tapos let's say mag-open ka ng futures. So, ito, right now, meron ako ngayon naka-open dito. May naka-long position ako ngayon kay Binance app. So, let's say ito, 'di ba? Naka-long ka ngayon. So, let's say naka-long ka ngayon. You could actually click close position. So, close position. And then sa close position, may makita ka dyan percentage. So, when we say take partial profits, you could actually take 25% lang ng profits mo. So, that's a partial take profit, guys. So, ayun, 25%, you could actually take 25% partial profit dito sa movement mo ngayon if naka-long ka. So, pwede mo gawin yun, guys. So, ganun yung definition natin ng take partial profit. You can use the percentage na meron dun sa dito sa ating app natin sa Binance. So, hindi naman kailangan palagi mag-take 100% na profit kasi let's say bigla pa magpamplalo. At least nakaposition ka pa. Pero let's say nag-dump na siya. At least nakakuha ka ng profit. So, ganun yung take partial profits natin na understanding dito. Hindi ibig sabihin na take profit, kailangan mo kunin lahat. By take profit, kuha ka lang ng partial, then mag-iwan ka ng hodl position. So yeah, now let's look into other coins naman. FTT, sige, let's look at FTT. Hindi ko pa actually naririnig si FTT. Pwede po ba malaman kung paano ginagamit ang feature sa Binance and paano po kumikita? Well, medyo malalim kasi siya. So, magdededicate ako ng separate video for Binance Futures. So, if you want to see that video, I highly suggest na i-wait nyo yung video na yun. Siguro next week ko siya ilalagay dito. So, medyo matagal pa. But, yeah. Ang focus kasi natin ngayon is yung technical analysis and yung short-term and long-term trades. Pero yung tutorials for Binance Futures siguro in the coming next week siguro. So, yeah. Mag-post ako ng video with Binance Futures kasi medyo in-depth yung tutorial nun. And of course, if newbie ka, I highly suggest na pag newbie, magstay ka sa inyong spot trading. At kung gamay nyo na yung kung gamay nyo na yung buong market, gamay nyo na yung mga technical analysis nyo, saka kayo mag-futures. So, ganun yung kailangan nyo tandaan, guys. If newbie ka, stick to spot wallet, gamayin nyo muna yung market, and then pag okay na kayo, dun kayo mag-start mag-futures. Pwede po ba bumaba kapag nag-stake? Yup, pwede pa din bumaba yung price. Kasi, ang di nag-iba sa staking is yung actual value ng coin mo. So, let's say meron kang 200 Cardano na naka-stake. Kahit bumaba yung value ni Cardano, kahit let's say nag-decline yung price ni Cardano, yung amount of Cardano na meron ka na 200, hindi siya mawawala. 200 pa din siya. So, ganun na ganun yung parang spot wallet lang. Isipin mo, staking is spot wallet pero may interest. Ganun lang yung difference dun sa traditional na spot wallet. So, sige, let's look at FTT. So, right now, FTT is right now in a very good position to re-enter. Kasi we are in the 20 moving average. So, this is a good entry point for FTT. Pero ang laki na ng recovery ni FTT, ah. So, let's look at the Fibonacci retracement dito kay FTT. So, actually, meron tayong major resistance kay FTT, and that's actually this $54 area. So, possible na mag-consolidate si FTT dito sa ating $54, around $47 to $54. Possible na mag-consolidate siya dito. Pero right now, since we are consolidating with FTT, itong kailangan nyo i-watch out ngayon, which is yung 50 moving average. So, kasi if you're going to look back in time, look at this. Let's try to hide the 100 moving average and look at the 50 moving average. Focus tayo sa 50 moving average. Every time na nagta-touch si FTT sa 50 moving average, doon nagpa-pump si FTT. Ito din on, nag-touch siya dyan sa 50 moving average, nag-pump siya. So, with that being said, if ever na mag-touch tayo ulit dito sa ating 50 moving average kay FTT, if nag-touch siya dyan, or somehow nag-decline ulit, I believe na possible na mag-pump siya doon. Pero if nag-pump na siya, ang kailangan niya ngayon ma-break is this $54 level. So, right now, kailangan nyo tingnan itong 50 moving average if either magka-consolidate siya or let's say humabol siya dito sa 50 moving average. Basta mag-touch siya sa 50 moving average, then I believe na doon ka pwede makita ng pump kay FTT. Siguro ako ifa-follow ko to in the coming days kasi this is a very good opportunity, guys, for me. Kasi ayun no, kakagaling lang natin ng pump, naging short-term bearish si FTT. So this would mean na may maganda opportunity na nagko-form dito kay FTT. So yeah, definitely a coin to watch out for kay FTT. And short-term trade, I think this is a good short-term opportunity. So pwede nyo siya i-check out dito, guys. Then I highly suggest na follow nyo lang siguro itong Fibonacci. And the 50 moving average, if hindi nyo magawa yung Fibonacci sa charts nyo, 50 moving average yung kailangan nyo tingnan dito. So yeah, this is for FTT, and $54 yung kailangan ma-break. And good re-entry point for this is actually this 50 moving average. That's the best re-entry point. Pero right now, good re-entry point na talaga ngayon kay FTT. Paano po ba malalaman kung anong MA ang dapat tingnan? Good question. So ako, ang way mo para malaman kung anong moving average ang kailangan mo tingnan is by looking at historical data. So, para malaman mo kung anong MA ang gagamitin mo, try mo lang, ang gawin mo muna is mag-start ka ng flat out na moving average. Mag-start ka ng flat out na chart na walang moving average, and then mag-open ka ng bigger moving average. Tingnan mo kung saan siya nagba-bounce. At kung nagba-bounce siya dun sa moving average na yun, then I believe that's a good moving average na kailangan i-follow. So right now, 200 moving average is also a good area na i-watch out. So nakita mo nagba-bounce siya dito for the 200 moving average. So long-term bull market in 200 moving average, maganda tingnan kay FTT. Let's try to look for the midterm. For the midterm, usually kasi sa midterm na fina-follow ko yung kung saan siya usually na second lowest support. Yung lowest support kasi, yun yung for the long-term bull market. Yung second lowest support, yun yung more likely yung midterm support. So, this 100 moving average yung for the midterm kasi if you're going to look at the historical data then historical data ulit, 100 moving average yung ating support. So, yun, support. So this would mean yung pinakang magandang good thing na kailangan nyo tingnan dito sa ating FTT is the 100 moving average. And let's say bigla tayong mag-decline dito. Then yeah, pwede tayo makita ng support dito kay 100 moving average. May nakita din ako ngayong bagong warning din pala. Ngayon ko lang to napansin. So look at this kay FTT. Increasing price. Tingnan nyo din to. Increasing price, declining RSI. So this is a bad news for FTT. This is a bearish divergence. So if hindi natin masustain yung kanyang movement, pwede tayo mag-decline dyan. So 50 moving average yung kailangan nyo tingnan talaga dito for a best re-entry point kay FTT. Let's look at other altcoins naman. DPET, sige. Let's look at DPET kasi alam ko marami sa inyo nag-suggest ng DPET ever since. So, let's look at DPET naman. mexe.com. And yeah, siguro quick look back lang. Tingnan nyo guys, nung before na mag-crash si Bitcoin, look at this sa ating daily time frame. Bago mag-crash dati si Bitcoin, in-expect na natin yung kanyang target which is the $30,000 mark. Tingnan nyo anong date to, May 20. Nakuha natin yung target dun exactly. So from this head and shoulders, tas ang target is the $30,000, nakuha natin siya. Ang tagal na actually nito, May 20 pa siya. And congratulations kung nakasabay kayo dito kasi of course, one of the best re-entry point natin yun dito sa Bitcoin price. And for the whole crypto market. Kung nasabayan nyo to, ang swerte ng mga position nyo ngayon kasi for sure may profits na kayo ngayon sa mga pinasukan nyo. Now, let's go back to MEXC and look at DPET. So, let's look at the market. DPET. So, right now, for DPET, kakagaling natin sa isang consolidation. Let's try to understand yung next niya. Next movement kay DPET. Okay, open lang natin siya dito sa professional dashboard. And then, buksan natin siya. And then, let's try to draw a Fibonacci retracement kay DPET kasi mukhang nag-bottom out na si DPET dito. So, Fibonacci retracement. Oh, actually, ang ganda ng movement ng DPET ha. Tingnan mo. Tingnan nyo to guys. So, right now for DPET, kailangan nyo tingnan itong $7.25 area. Strong resistance, may resistance tayo ito may $7.25 resistance tayo kay DPET. And then, ang technical support dito is actually this $6.4 US dollar area. So, possible na mag-consolidate tayo kay DPET dito. Possible na good re-entry point yung 6.4 or 6.5. 6.5 para mas conservative. That's a good re-entry point for DPET. Let's try to look at other moving average siguro. So let's try to look at the moving average. Weird, hindi lumalabas yung moving average siya dito. Pero yeah. For MEXC, yun yung target natin. Let's try to add RSI. Tingnan natin kung makita natin yung RSI. So yeah, let's look at the RSI level dito. Weird, ang buggy ng MEXC. Refresh ko lang siya. Ayun, nakita na natin. So ito for MEXC. Let's look at this moving averages. Good re-entry point actually tayo ngayon kay DPET kasi if you're going to look at this, yung mga moving average natin is right now in a very close area. So especially itong 200 moving average. Kasi if you're going to look back, in 200 moving average, if ever na nagka-touch tayo sa 200 moving average, or pag nagko-converge yung DPET price to the 200 moving average, let's go back pa further. Ito. Every time na nagko-converge siya sa 200 moving average, or every time na may converging price action, ayun o, may converging. Pag nagko-converge yung DPET price, dun tayo more likely makita ng pump. So right now, DPET is currently converging. So, this would mean na hindi ito good for the short term, pero for the long term to for DPET. So, possible na at some point, anytime soon, possible na magkaroon tayo ng long-term pump dito kay DPET. Pero hindi pa ngayon, kasi right now, kailangan niya ma-break muna yung certain resistances na $7.25 para makita tayo ng pump kay DPET. So, yeah, I think that's all for DPET lang for now. Abangan nyo yung converging movement. So, this is an imminent movement ngayon kay DPET if mag-break siya to the upside or to the downside. Pero I believe it's more likely going to break to the upside kasi hindi naman siya overbought, hindi rin siya oversold. If you're going to look at the RSI, hindi siya best buy, hindi siya best sell. So, yeah, tingin ko 50-50 move natin ngayon kay DPET. Pero, mas naglilin ako sa bullish kay DPET if you're going to look at the historical data. Ayan no, yung mga ganyang converging movement. Mukhang bullish ito for DPET for me. Sige, let's look at other coins naman. Doge, sige, Dogecoin naman tayo. Tingnan ko lang saglit yung features ko. Gusto ko lang makita yung movement ko ngayon. Ilang percent. 50% na ako ngayon currently kay BNB. 12% kay Bitcoin. So far, okay naman. 50% and 12%. So far, okay. Ngayon, ito yung gusto ko tingnan ngayon kay Dogecoin. So, kung matagal nyo na fina-follow yung Facebook group natin, ang alam natin kay Dogecoin is pag may consolidation phase, dun yung best re-entry point natin kay Dogecoin. Kasi if you're going to look back in historical data, tingnan nyo to. Every time na may consolidation si Dogecoin, anytime soon, dun tayo possible makita tayo ng big pumps kay Dogecoin. So, I believe na right now, maganda yung mga area natin ngayon for Dogecoin. Pag andyan tayo na may consolidation, long-term consolidation. And you would also notice na habang tumatagal, lalong tumatagal yung consolidation phase. Pero possible na baka mas konti yung pump natin ngayon kasi of course diminishing yung returns natin dito over time. Pero yeah, habang tumatagal yung days natin, yung consolidation phase ni Dogecoin humahaba. So the more na humahaba, dun tayo mas more likely mas makita ng longer pumps kay Dogecoin. Pero yeah, I believe may window area tayo ngayon kay Dogecoin na good opportunity to enter. Kasi if you're going to look at this previous area, every time na nagkakaroon na matagal na consolidation si Dogecoin, doon tayo makita ng pump. Same goes sa previous movement. So, yun yung mga maganda i-capitalize kay Dogecoin if matagal yung kanyang consolidation. Dito 141% pump. Ito ilang pump ba to? 500% pump naman to nung isang consolidation. Ito naman another consolidation which is 500% pump ulit. So following that historical data, I believe na pwede ito mag-pump siguro 500% lang din from the current price action. So yeah, if 500% then that would mean Dogecoin can go up to $1.5. Though that's speculation pa lang, pero if you're going to follow the Fibonacci retracement, 1.4 ang maximum natin na pwede makita kay Dogecoin in the long term. So very possible pa din kay Dogecoin na umakit pa siya lalo. So if you're in for Dogecoin for the long term, then I believe na so far so good pa din tayo kay Dogecoin if you want to stay for the long term dito kay Dogecoin. Short term, siguro short term okay siya ngayon kasi nakita tayo ng pump. Sumasabay lang naman siya sa movement na Bitcoin dominance. Kasi look at this. Bitcoin dominance is still declining. So, a declining Bitcoin dominance would mean magko-pump si altcoin. So, declining dominance habang tumataas si Bitcoin, it means yung akit ni altcoins is mas malakas. So, yun yung kailangan yung tingnan ngayon dito. So, for Dogecoin, so far so good. Mayroon din tayong, I believe, na rising channel. So, may rising channel tayo kay Dogecoin. So, if na-break natin itong rising channel right now kay Dogecoin, then possible na ang next target natin dito is by getting this height. And then ang next target natin for Dogecoin is actually the 33 cents area. So 33 cents yung next target natin kay Dogecoin if na-break natin yung 29 cents. Or 30 cents if na-break natin yung 30 cents area kay Dogecoin. 33 cents yung next target natin kay Dogecoin. And look at that. Nag 48,000 na si Bitcoin. So let's go back to our Bitcoin USD charts sa ating Bitstamp charts. 48,000 na si Bitcoin ngayon, so that's a good area. So we are getting one step closer to $51,000 kay Bitcoin. So technical target pa din natin kay Bitcoin is to $51,000. Same pa din, same, no changes. So RSI, wala pa tayong resistance. Hindi pa siya overbought, so pwede pa siya umakyat. But yeah, declining yung RSI, so watch out nandun, guys. But yeah, nag-hit tayo na 48,000 US dollars kay Dogecoin, dito kay Bitcoin price. Okay, let's take one last coin, Polkadot, bago natin i-end yung live kasi medyo matagal na yung live natin. So this is the last coin natin titingnan natin ngayong gabi, Dogecoin, Polkadot. Medyo pagod na yung bosses ko. So yeah, last coin na check natin. And guys, if you want to support the channel, you can leave a donation dito sa ating YouTube Super Chat if you like. So yeah, just click the $sign down below if you want to leave a donation. Pero yeah, now let's look at Polkadot. Ako malaki din yung allocation ko kay Polkadot actually. So if nakita niyo yung recent post ko sa Facebook, yung altcoins allocation ko, isa si Polkadot sa pinakamalaking allocation ko ngayon. Actually, biglang nag-decline tayo ngayon kay Bitcoin Tingnan natin saglit. Actually, nagkaroon ng sell-off nung nag-touch sa ating rising wedge resistance. Nag-sell bigla yung mga tao dun, no? The moment na nag-touch tayo dito sa Bitcoin resistance. But yeah, let's see. Sobrang volatile niya ngayon, ha? So, ingat-ingat lang kayo dyan, guys, sa Bitcoin movement. Matindi yung volatility natin ngayon. But yeah, let's look at Polkadot and let's try to draw a Fibonacci retracement. Bull trap? I don't think na bull trap. Kasi tinan mo, bull trap pa ba yan? Ang tagal na nating nag-pump kay Bitcoin, bull trap. And I don't think na bull trap na yan. Ang tagal na, nasa long-term bull market na tayo dito kay Bitcoin. Kasi, of course, look at the weekly time frame. And the 21-week EMA, this is, yung 21-week EMA, let's look, quick look lang, guys. 21-week EMA is the one saying na we are in a long-term bull market. 2014 data, pag above the 21-week EMA, it means na we are in a long-term bull market. 2018 data, same goes nung 2018 data. If we are above the 21-week EMA or in blue line, it means na we are in a long-term bull market. Pero right now, Bitcoin is currently, hide ko lang siya. So, pero right now, Bitcoin is currently above the 21-week EMA, meaning na we are in a long-term bull market for Bitcoin. So, ayun no. Historical databases tayo palagi, guys. 21-week EMA if we are above long-term bull market. Ayan, 21-week EMA, 21-week EMA. And then this one, zoom in pa natin para makita nyo siya. Ayan, 21-week EMA. We are above the 21-week EMA, so we are in a long-term bull market. So, long-term bull market siya, guys, ha. But yeah, let's go back to Polkadot. Ang next target natin kay Polkadot is actually this $25 area. So, $25 area yung next target natin kay Polkadot. And I believe na ang pinakang support natin kay Polkadot is actually this $19.6 area. So, that's a support na kailangan nyo tingnan kay Polkadot. And yeah, 25 cents area, 19 cents support, 25 cents target. Let's also look at the moving averages. 20 moving averages, I don't think, hindi na good time to enter. Medyo nahuli na tayo kay Polkadot. Though hindi pa siya overbought, so pwede pa siya umakyat. Pero, if you really want to enter Polkadot, dapat nag-enter kayo ng 20 moving average. Pero yeah, for the long term, sobrang okay pa tayo for the long term kay Polkadot. Ang dami pa nating pwedeng iakit na levels. So, if you really want to invest in a coin right now, Polkadot right now is looking good. Kasi medyo mababa pa yung area natin. So, medyo malayo pa yung i-retrace natin for Polkadot. How about SLP? Alam ko wala na dapat tingnan sa SLP. Gusto ko lang malaman kung ano po masasabi sa SLP. Actually, pakita ko na kanina sa SLP. Same pa din. Wala tayong update other than yung 100 moving average. Hindi pa tayo bullish not unless ma-break to. So, same pa din kay SLP. Wala pa tayong update. Anyway, yun yung update natin for this coin, for the whole live stream natin. And guys, if you find this video useful and informative, please give this video a like, and we'll end the live in a few minutes. Let's just take a last quick look kay Bitcoin. Thanks for everyone who jumped into today's video, and sana nakatulong sa inyo yung mga analysis natin for today. So, yeah, I think may pumasok na whale siguro dyan. It's either may malaking whale na pumasok dyan at bigla nag-sell off yung mga tao dyan. So, possible na ganun yung nangyari. Kasi, if bihira ka lang makita ng ganyang kalaking candles eh. Or baka may nangyaring news, so hindi natin sure. Pero right now, in the 15-minute time frame, nag-form na tayo ng bearish divergence kay 15-minute time frame. So, pwede tayo mag-decline up to the $47,000 for the Bitcoin price. So, yeah, $47,000, good re-entry point yun kung tutuusin. Anyway, let's end the live now. And if you find this video useful, guys, please give this video a like. And if you want to see more contents like this, please subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next video, and bye-bye for now.